How you doing, FricknJeep?
Pretty good, how are you?
I no complaints.
See now, when you do that, see how it gets shiny? See how it gets nice and shiny?
Yep.
Now watch this one down here. See how that's dull? Now I only hit it on that end. That one, it's all shiny.
So Doug,
That's not adjusted at all. The T10 is
there's
trash.
all sorts of issues on that. Which
See, that only took two.
Yep. Well, so
These are new bits here in John's brand new file.
They're new, but they're
So when we sharpen them, what you're doing,
just
they are
keep it-
that is sharp as hell now. Nice
It's supposed
job.
to be cat paw sharp.
It's supposed to be what?
Cat paw sharp. Cat claw sharp.
Cat claw sharp. All right. So you can't do this.
Yeah, and you don't do it while it's running.
You what?
You don't
That's
sharpen.
what we've been having problems. I've been trying to sharpen it when it's running.
You don't sharpen it.
Doug, you've been sharpening this when the saw's running. No wonder we didn't get it very sharp. We're gonna fix that next time. There's Doug R. Sawyer. He's done chopping firewood. How'd that chain work?
good until I hit metal with it.
Oh man,
It's yours now, bud.
it's. I'll tell you,
Or
you put
if-
a new chainsaw
you know what?
blade in a chainsaw, it finds metal. You put new teeth in a saw blade, and it finds metal.
Give me if you want to take the chain off, I'll take both of yours home and I'll grind them. What's Buck and Billy Ray say?
He can sharpen them sharper than they come out of the factory.
I've not been able to do
There's a lot
that.
of guys. Who's the one guy I watch? I can't remember because I can't remember names. But a lot of people like to sharpen them after they first use them because they can make them sharper.
Well, I'd like to see.
They're more talented than me.
I'd like to meet those people.
Oh, he'll be up at the Bunyan Show.
Yeah. When is that?
October, first week of October. We'll be up there.
I'll put it on my calendar.
It's a 5-hour run up to Ohio. It's in Cambridge, Ohio.
God. And an hour to your house, so it's 6-hour drive. Yeah.
But you can see exactly where you're filing on it.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Can you see it from that side?
I can see it perfectly from here. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, so when we use a jockey, I can't see anything.
No.
The jockey takes too much off. Yeah, the
Well-
jockey's okay, I think, for the carbide.
Yeah. You
But
need
for
something.
this, and we haven't used the jockey on this, and I don't want to. So the other thing the guy from Payne did, he gave me a little guide
Right.
to put on this, and you can
like
see that
that.
the angle is right, which is kind of cool. Where I
Well,
leave it, I don't
if
know.
you kind of keep it close.
If you keep it, ours were so far off. And you know, Pete was right. Throw them in a trash can, which I did.
He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
I got to get one of those gauges from him just to see
Yeah.
how far
You know,
I'm off.
I can lend you mine if ours if you want. You want to borrow it?
Nah.
We're not going to use it for a while.
Till you hit your first piece of metal.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, this is the same with my chainsaw. I don't go nuts. You know, I do
Yeah,
three
you
or four
take it-
swipes.
You just want to keep it.
Yeah, that's
Once they
perfect right
start to
there.
round,
Yeah. That's perfect right there.
yeah. Once they start getting round.
Yeah.
Now the only thing I should have done, which I didn't do, was mark where I started at.
Well, no, I'll know though. Because
Yeah.
I can see it very easily. I can see it. But we took your advice. Notice this WD-40 on a saw. We're putting this WD on it now to keep it from.
Yeah, I think that's WD, or I got some oil diesel fuel mix.
Yeah, if we had some, but
I just mixed 3 gallons of it yesterday. Now these are standalls.
those are stand.
Huh?
These are standolls. These are what we had. The ones I bought are not standolls, and when we take them out, when they're wrecked, I will not put standolls in there. Because what he said was, when you file them so much, if you're not really good at swaging them, what happens is this is as thick as this, and this tries to cut. But he said, if you look at this, this is actually designed to clear the gullet.
Right.
But he said, for what we're doing, we're not sawing frozen wood. He said, it's really, that's what the standalls are
I
designed
don't really
for.
care for standalls.
He didn't either. And they're more money. Yeah, man.
I meant to bring those B inserts over for you. These are good. These are good though. They're not rounded.
Yeah.
You know, if these are rounded, the sawdust will go around the side of them, and you'll have
Oh,
a trough in here.
I see.
You see a lot of saws when you look at them, they'll have a trough that goes through here.
Yep, from the
Okay,
sawdust.
that's because this edge is not sharp enough. Those look good.
I assume must be lunchtime.
You got your sawdust moving on your mill now?
What's that?
You got the sawdust on your mill moving yet?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Well, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I've got a blower on there right now I'm playing with. You know what the hose cost to go from here to the blower?
Oh, yeah.
Festival hose?
Yeah. If I get a good industrial one, it's $1,500. And I'm sitting there going,
No,
nah.
thank you. No, thank you.
This has got to be this is a fat blade. Thick blade.
That's it.
We bought that one brand new, and I just went for the smallest. I didn't know about diameters.
What's that? This?
Oh, you mean thickness or?
Yeah, and everybody
That's a
came-
good saw. That's a thick saw. Somewhere out on the outside here, it'll tell you what it is.
Gauge it is.
It'll tell you here someplace.
Well, the shanks should determine the gauge, right?
No, here it is right here.
What is it?
It's a 7/8 saw.
No, that's made
See
by
right
a
here?
tractor company, but they call that a power.
Okay, it's a 48 inch with 36 teeth. It's a 7/8 saw.
It's intent when it was
RH.
made,
It's a right hand saw.
They call
Hammered
it a
at
stationary engine.
500.
So
So
you
it's supposed to
plant
spin
it on
500.
the spot, and then it-
So this has been actually they've rehammered it at 6, I believe.
Well, that's fine. But
Yeah.
see, it's a 7/8 saw. So these are supposed to be.
7/8.
They're not supposed to be the same. They're supposed to be wider than this. But
Okay. So are they?
I don't remember.
What's that, Tom?
It used to be 1932.
Usually if you want to cut boards, if you want
What's
to
that?
cut that way, you can
Teeth of 1932.
Oh, they have so many sizes, but they're all tapered anyway. So after you file them once or twice, they're.
Exactly.
But the shank is supposed to be a certain relationship between the shank and the saw plate thickness, so that the gullet, the blade cuts wider than this, and I can't even remember all the relationship. But if you talk to the guy down at Payne, he can tell you that's because, and that's how I knew that new blade that I had the wrong shanks in there, because for the size plate of saw you have. So you need to know that it's a 7/8 saw when you order shanks and order teeth.
What does 7/8 mean?
It means it's 7 thickness gauge 7. I think it's 8 or which is bigger? I forget.
8.
Seven's
7's bigger, right?
So
if
it's
it's
7,
wire.
7 gauge here and 8 gauge here. The thickness of that.
Oh, so it's thinner at the middle as it should be.
Thicker in the middle.
Okay,
It's thicker in the middle
got it.
toward the center.
Yeah. I was gonna. Well, I can't measure to the center. I can measure the outside
You
of
can
it.
measure the center if you take it off the collar.
That ain't happening.
No.
Well, actually, we might do that if we change them out. So,
No, this is a nice stiff blade.
Doug,
This
you want
thing-
it? How you doing, guy? Can you run a chainsaw? You're hired. You will be able to run a chainsaw.
Yeah, he know how to use the saw.
What about you?
I know how to use the saw too.
Well, then you're both hired. How old are you guys?
I'm 4.
And how old are
I'm
you?
about to turn 5 in April 16th.
April 6th. And when do you? How old are you?
But then the next thing down that
3.
get fixed,
Do you know how old he is?
goes up. Then the next, and
He's like 150.
we have one mill up
You know how old I am?
that we saw on.
98.
People come in and they sell.
I'm making that up. I'm not that old. I'm just kidding.
He's only 92.
It's all good. Well, where are you guys from?
We're from We're from Round Bay.
Round Bay.
Yeah.
This guy is 3 and 4 years old. He can run that steel chainsaw like a big dog.
There you go.
You want to help with the chainsaw next time? We'll be here next Wednesday. We'll be using the chainsaw some more.
Oh, but we'll have to bring earplugs.
I can lend you some.
He has a real saw.
There you go. Thank you so much,
I
guys.
also have real life tools, even a real.
You have real life tools?
Yes.
Unlike these fake ones.
Yours are all plastic.
We're Joe. Are we funny guys?
If you want to see the sawmill running, if you go to this channel, FricknJeep on
Oh my God.
you can see
He's got a lot of sawmill stuff.
What is it? Wayne's World's Garage.
Yep. And FricknJeep. Yep.
Had to do a little
Yep.
maintenance on it today instead of sawing.
It's hard to do because the guys just want to saw wood.
These guys finished their work.
Some of these jackets here.
Ready to finish up.
All right.
But can we climb on these?
You don't want to, and you know why? Because if it rolls, you might hurt the log, and I don't want to hurt those logs. Okay, so I'm worried about the log rolling. So we don't. We usually put some. And actually, what I'll do is let me just do this. Knock these guys down.